Duplicates are easy to spot when one column repeats. The real headache is when you need to catch a duplicate row, meaning the same combination across several columns. Maybe the name matches, but the date is different. Or the order number matches, but the region doesn't. You don't want partial matches. You want true duplicates, rows that are identical in the fields that matter. In this walkthrough, you'll build a reliable duplicate check across multiple columns.
And you'll do it in a few different ways, so you can pick what fits your data. We'll start with the simplest approach, using a helper key. Then we'll level up to formulas that count repeated combinations. After that, we'll cover conditional formatting to highlight duplicates, plus a clean way to extract a deduplicated list. Along the way, I'll point out common traps like hidden spaces, mixed data types, and blanks. By the end, you'll be able to prove whether two rows are truly the same, not just similar. Next step. First, get clear on what duplicate row means for your situation. In Excel, duplicates are always relative to the columns you choose. If you check only email, then two rows with the same email are duplicates, even if the phone number differs. If you check email plus phone, then both must match to count as a true duplicate. So before you touch any formula, decide your identity columns. For a customer list, it might be first name, last name, and birth date. For invoices, it might be invoice number and vendor. For a log file, it might be timestamp, user, and action. This decision matters because it changes the result completely. Also decide whether case matters, like ABC versus ABC. Excel typically treats those as the same in most duplicate tools. Finally, decide how to treat blanks. Two blanks might be considered a match, which can create a big block of duplicates if your data is incomplete. Once you define the identity columns and blank rules, the rest becomes straightforward and repeatable. Next step. Now let's talk about the most common reason duplicate checks fail: messy data. Excel can't match what isn't truly equal. Extra spaces are a classic example. Acme and Acme look identical, but they are different values. Another issue is numbers stored as text. 00123 might be text in one row, and the number 123 in another. Dates can also be tricky if one is a real date value and another is text that looks like a date. Even line breaks inside cells can break matching. So before you run a duplicate check, do a quick cleanup pass on your identity columns. You don't need perfection across the whole sheet, just the columns that define a duplicate. Typical fixes are trimming spaces, cleaning non-printing characters, and standardizing text case if needed. For numbers, convert to consistent types. For dates, ensure they are real date values. This cleanup step feels boring, but it's what turns your duplicate results from maybe into trustworthy. Next step. The simplest multi-column duplicate method is a helper key. You create one new column that combines your identity columns into a single signature. Then you can check duplicates on that signature. The key idea is to join values with a delimiter that won't appear in your data, like a double pipe. For example, you might join last name, first name, and birth date into one string. If two rows produce the same key, they're duplicates by your definition. This approach is popular because it's easy to audit. You can click a key and immediately see what it represents. The main caution is delimiter collisions. If your delimiter can appear in the data, two different rows might accidentally produce the same combined text. Pick something unlikely, and if you're in doubt, use a longer delimiter. Also, be consistent about formatting. Dates should be converted to a stable text format inside the key, so the same date always becomes the same string. Once the helper key exists, everything else, counting, highlighting, removing duplicates, becomes much easier. Next step. Let's make that helper key reliable. If you're joining text fields, wrap them with trim to remove stray spaces. If you want to ignore case, wrap with upper or lower so Acme and ACME match. For dates, use text with a fixed pattern like year, month, day, so you don't depend on regional formats. For numbers, you can also use text if leading zeros matter, like product codes. Then join everything with your delimiter. After you fill the formula down, do a quick spot check. Pick two rows you believe are duplicates and confirm the keys match exactly. Then pick two rows that are similar but not duplicates and confirm the keys differ. This takes 1 minute and saves a lot of confusion later. If your data includes blanks, decide whether blanks should participate. Sometimes you want blanks to count as blanks, and sometimes you want blanks to break matching.
If blanks should break matching, you can add logic that returns an empty key when any identity field is blank. That prevents incomplete rows from being flagged as duplicates.
Next step. Once you have a helper key, the next step is to identify duplicates with a count. The most direct tool is COUNTIF. You count how many times each key appears in the full key column. If the count is greater than 1, that row belongs to a duplicate group. This is powerful because it doesn't just mark one extra row, it marks every row that shares the same signature. That's usually what you want when you're investigating duplicates. You can also create a second indicator, first occurrence versus repeat. For that, you count how many times the key appears up to the current row. If it's 1, it's the first occurrence. If it's 2 or more, it's a repeat. This is useful when you want to keep one record and flag the rest. Keep in mind that COUNTIF works well for exact matches. If your key is consistent, the result is consistent. And because you're counting one column, performance is usually fine, even for larger lists. Next step. If you don't want a helper key column, you can count duplicates across multiple columns directly. The classic approach is COUNTIFs, where each identity column becomes one criteria. You're basically asking, how many rows have the same first name, the same last name, and the same birth date? If the answer is more than 1, it's a true duplicate by those fields. COUNTIFs is great because it's explicit. Anyone reading the formula can see exactly which columns to find a duplicate. The trade-off is that it can be heavier on calculation, because Excel evaluates multiple criteria for each row. For medium-sized datasets, it's usually fine. Another benefit is that you can add conditions. For example, you can check duplicates only within a specific region, or only for active customers. That turns a simple duplicate check into a business rule check. As with the helper key, blanks matter. COUNTIFs will treat blanks as a match, so if many rows have missing fields, you may get a lot of duplicates that are really just incomplete records. Next step. Now let's turn detection into something you can act on, highlighting. Conditional formatting can visually flag duplicate rows based on your multi-column rule. If you're using a helper key, this is straightforward. Create a rule that checks whether the key count is greater than 1, and then apply the format to the entire row range. That gives you a clean duplicate banding effect without changing your data. If you're using COUNTIFs directly, the conditional formatting formula can reference the identity columns and count matches across the whole dataset. The key is to lock your ranges correctly, so the count always scans the full list, while the row references move as the rule applies. Keep the formatting subtle. A light fill color is usually enough. You want to spot duplicates, not lose readability. Also consider a second format for repeat only, so the first occurrence stays uncolored, and only the extra rows are highlighted. That makes cleanup decisions faster when you're removing or merging records. Next step. Finding duplicates is one thing, fixing them is another. Often you want a clean list with one row per unique combination. Excel gives you a few options depending on your goal. If you just need a unique list of the identity combinations, you can extract unique rows based on those columns. If you need to keep the entire row, you have to decide which duplicate wins. Maybe you keep the newest record, or the one with the most complete fields, or the one marked as verified. That's not an Excel problem, it's a rule problem. Once you have the rule, you can sort your data so the preferred record is first within each duplicate group. Then you can remove duplicates based on the identity columns, keeping the first occurrence. This workflow is reliable because it's deterministic. You can explain exactly why a specific row was kept. If you're nervous about losing information, copy the dataset first or keep a duplicate group ID column so you can audit what was removed. Next step. Let's talk about remove duplicates, because it's useful and also easy to misuse. The tool works across multiple columns if you select them. That means it can remove true duplicate rows, not just single column repeats.
The critical detail is that it keeps the first occurrence and deletes the rest, so your sort order matters a lot. If you want to keep the most recent transaction, sort by date descending before you remove duplicates. If you want to keep the most complete record, you might sort by a completeness score first. Another important detail, remove duplicates is destructive. It changes your dataset. That's fine when you're confident, but risky when you're still investigating. A safer approach is to work on a copy, or to add a duplicate flag column first, so you can filter and review. Also remember that remove duplicates treats blanks as values. 2 rows with blanks in the same places can be considered duplicates and removed, which may not be what you intend. Next step. Sometimes you don't want to delete anything. You want a separate output, a unique list, or a list of duplicates only. That's where filtering comes in. If you created a duplicate count column, you can filter count greater than 1 to isolate duplicate groups. If you created a repeat indicator, you can filter repeats to get only the extra rows that might be removed. For reporting, you might want a compact table of unique combinations. If you used a helper key, you can build a pivot-style summary, key plus count, then sort by count descending to see the biggest duplicate clusters. That's often more useful than scanning rows. Another practical trick is to assign a group number to each duplicate key. Then you can sort by group and review duplicates as blocks. This is especially helpful when duplicates aren't exact errors, but represent multiple entries you need to merge. The point is to move from detection to a workflow you can repeat. Flag, filter, review, and then decide. Next step. Now for the edge cases that cause most "why is this not matching" moments. First, invisible characters. Data copied from systems can include non-breaking spaces or odd punctuation. Trim doesn't remove everything, so clean can help, and sometimes you need a targeted replace. Second, mixed types. A date that is text will not equal a real date, even if it looks identical. Third, rounding. 2 numbers may display the same but differ at the stored decimal level. If you're matching calculated values, consider rounding them consistently before comparison. Fourth, duplicates with minor variations. Acme Inc. versus Acme Incorporated are not true duplicates by strict rules, but they might be duplicates in a business sense. That's a different problem called fuzzy matching, and it needs different tools. For true duplicates, stay strict and consistent. Finally, watch for leading zeros in IDs. Converting to numbers can destroy them. If the ID is an identifier, treat it as text and keep it stable. Next step. If you want a clean, professional setup, combine everything into a small duplicate toolkit inside your sheet. One column is your helper key, or your COUNTIFS result. Another column is a simple status label like unique, first, or repeat. A third column can be a group size, which is the total count for that key. Then you can build a filter view that instantly answers common questions. Show only repeats. Show only groups of 3 or more. Show only duplicates in a certain region. This structure also makes handoff easier. If someone else opens your file, they don't have to guess what you did. They can read the columns and understand the logic. And if your identity columns change, you update one formula pattern and everything updates with it. The goal is not just to find duplicates once, it's to make duplicate checking a repeatable process you can run whenever new data arrives, with consistent results and minimal manual work. Next step. Let's wrap this into a simple decision path. If you want the easiest method to understand an audit, use a helper key plus COUNTIF. If you want the rule to stay explicit and you have a manageable dataset size, use COUNTIFs across the identity columns. If your goal is cleanup, sort first based on your winner rule, then remove duplicates using the identity columns. And if your goal is investigation, don't delete anything. Flag and filter, then review duplicate groups. The big takeaway is that true duplicate rows only exist after you define which columns matter and you standardize the data in those columns. That's what makes your results defensible. If you want, you can keep both approaches in the same file, a helper key for speed and readability, and a COUNTIFs check for validation. Before you go, one quick question for you. Do you prefer the helper key method or COUNTIFs with no extra column? Leave A for helper key or B for COUNTIFs in the comments. And if you want more Excel workflows like this, subscribe. I'm always testing new ways to work smarter. Subscribe to see what workflow I'm breaking down next.